Aye, 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 aye. The King of glory is here. Aye, 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 aye. He is here. Aye, 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 aye. The King of glory is here. Aye, 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 aye. He is here. I'm sure you can testify with me that the Lord is here with us, and He has walked with us from episode 1 up to now, episode 7. And we have been learning about an activity, and we have been learning about an action. We have been learning about the image of the Father, which is love. And we entitled this series as No Greater Love. Welcome to episode 7. I'm sure you've been blessed in episode 1 to 6, where we have been learning about God's love from the beginning to Adam, to Eve, to mankind in general, the way that the Lord gave him everything, the way that the Lord did not withhold all the good things to humanity. He gave them everything. But now there was an error that happened, the darkest day in human history. We read it in Genesis chapter 3, where Adam and his wife fell from grace, where Adam and his wife fell from the glory of God, where Adam and his wife loved one another more than they loved the commandment of God, and which brought all these problems that we see on this earth. And if you miss the episodes, I will advise you that you go back. Episode 1 to episode 6, you'll be blessed hearing. Now we are in episode 7. Blessed be Jesus. We are so grateful for the grace of God which has walked with us from episode 1 to episode 6. We are almost coming to an end of these episodes. But how have we learned? How much have we learned from God's love? Let's start with the proof text. Our proof text, John chapter 15 from verse 12 to verse 13. I'll be reading it from the NIV version. John chapter 15 from verse 12 to 13. This is what the Bible says. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. I repeat verse 12. The Bible says that my command is this: love each other as I have loved you. So for you to love your neighbor, you have to know how much God has loved you. And that's why we went back to the beginning to see how did God love humanity. Even we have not even touched about how God loved us through Jesus Christ. We just saw even from the beginning, God created us in His own image, in His own likeness. He gave us everything, but we fell from His glory. Now, the Bible tells us that we love each other as I have loved you. As I have loved you. Verse 13, which is where we have derived our theme, no greater love. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Now, for you to love one another, you have to lay down your life. But I want us to see a very twisted story where it is not you laying down your life for your friend, but it's actually you killing your friend. So it is Genesis chapter 4. Your guess is right. Genesis chapter 4. Genesis chapter 4. Go with me. It's a very interesting subject when we are talking about love. Genesis chapter 4. Today we are going to read very few verses in the chapter from verse 1 to 7. I'm still reading it from the New International Version. The Bible says, Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. She said, with the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man. Now, I want us to see this man. Later, she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now, Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, so this is after a long period of time where they have been passed on with some teachings from their parents. In the course of time, Cain brought some fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord. Verse 4. And Abel also brought an offering, fat portions from some of the firstborns of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. Then the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? Verse 7. If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. This is a very interesting story, because Adam and his wife, they are fallen. They now have the sinful nature. They are no longer now in the image and in the likeness of God without any blemish. Now they are in the image and in the likeness of God, but now they are fallen short of the glory of God because of sin. Now they are in their fallen nature. Now in their fallen nature, they give birth also to fallen natures. The Bible says that they gave birth, number one, to Cain, and that the second born son that they gave birth to was Abel. And these two, in the course of time, this means that they are now becoming of age. Maybe they are teenagers, or maybe they are a bit grown up. This is what happened. They all went to offer an offering to the Lord. Now, I want you to get this. Cain went to offer an offering to the Lord, and also Abel went to offer an offering to the Lord. So they were both educated. They were both taught by their parents about the Lord. This is the Lord who chased them out of the Garden of Eden. But still Adam had a responsibility, because God's love did not fall short for them when they messed. God's love was still there for them, because when Adam was naming his wife Eve, he knew that Eve will be the mother of all living. He saw that God had a plan for them for redemption. So when Adam and his wife brought forth their sons, they taught them about the Lord. And now Cain is here bringing his offering to the Lord, and Abel is here bringing his offering to the Lord. But the Bible tells us something, that Cain's offering was rejected, and Abel's offering was looked upon with favor. When I was a kid, there was a drawing that was being drawn of Cain and Abel, where you see that Cain's offering, the smoke will go this way. Inaenda chini. Yani the smoke is not going to God, it's going to the devil. And then the king's offering was going to heaven, because this offering was designed in such a way that your offering, you will know, you as the one who is giving the offering, you will know if the offering has been accepted or if the offering has not been accepted. Now Abel knew that his offering had been accepted. Cain, on the other hand, knew that the offering had not been accepted. And the Bible tells us, I want us to go back to Genesis chapter 4, there verse 6. Verse 6. When Cain now has realized that his offering has not been accepted. Verse 6, the Bible says, the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? I love this God. This God is looking at Cain and is seeing Cain has brought an offering. This offering did not meet the standards of God. But God is the one who is reaching out to Cain. No greater love. No greater love. I'm telling you, no greater love. Cain is not reaching out to God, asking God, why did you not accept my offering? God is the one reaching out to Cain, because he notices that Cain is downcasted, because Abel's offering has been accepted and his offering has not been accepted. So God is asking Cain, why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? God is the one who is reaching out to Cain. Then God asks him a very simple question. If you do what is right, that is what Adam and Eve failed to do. They failed to do what was right. They failed to admit. They failed to ask God for the solution. They went to blame game. Now God is now introducing the solution for sin. God is now introducing the solution for rejection. He's telling Cain, if you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do what is not right, sin is crouching at your door. That means sin is knocking. You know, in the book of Revelation chapter 3 verse 20, the Bible says that Jesus Christ is knocking. But when you do what is not right, let me tell you, sin is knocking at your door. But I want us to just reflect on the love of God. That God is the one who reached out to Cain. It is not Cain who reached out to God. See you in the next episode as we continue in this amazing story. God bless you.